Hello everyone, welcome you all in the class of mathematics for class 7th, and today I will explain the chapter properties of parallel lines. I will discuss some questions based on this concept, properties of parallel lines, for class 7th mathematics. And here it is the first video for this week where we will study this topic. So let's start now. Here you can see the first question here. In the given figure, L and M are two parallel lines and P and Q are also two parallel lines. Okay. Find the measure of each of the angles, these angles, angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. These angles value you have to find. So first of all we can say here, you see, that if the line Q and L are, you can see the lines Q and L are intersecting lines. The line Q, this line you can say, the line Q and L are intersecting at this point. Okay, so the vertical opposite angles are equal. That means angle A equals to 65 degree. So these are vertical opposite angles. Okay, so next we can see this. And given lines L is parallel to M. This line you can see, this line L and M. These two lines are parallel and Q is the transversal here. This Q is intersecting the line L and M. Then we can say that this angle, angle A plus angle D equals to 180 degree by consecutive interior angles, because these two angles are lying on the same side of the transversal Q and both are on the interior side of the two lines L and M. So A plus D you will get that 180 degree, and just now you have got A equals to 65 by vertical opposite angle. This angle is 65 degree by vertical opposite. Then A value you will take on right side, that then D equals to 180 minus 65. Here 65 plus D is 180, then D equals to 180 minus 65. Equation you will solve, that will come angle D is 115 degree. Okay, now next we can say, here you can see the lines P and Q are parallel. These two lines P and Q are parallel lines and they are intersected by the transversal, you can see here. They are intersected by this transversal M. This transversal M is intersecting them. Then this you can say that angle D plus angle C. This angle D plus angle C equals to 180 degree, because they are again, these two are the pair of consecutive interior angles. So angle D value, just in previous step we have got 115 degree. So you put here the value of angle D, then 115 take on the right side with opposite sign. So 180 minus 115 equals to 65 degree. This is the value of angle C. Then similarly we can say that these two lines L and M, this L and downside this line M, these two are also parallel only. This L and M is parallel, and at a time you can see that P is the transversal of the lines L and M according to the figure. So what you will say, that angle B plus angle C is also 180 degree, and here you can give the reason that they are also consecutive pair of interior angles. Okay, so we can say that their sum is, so put the value of angle B. Here we have angle B's value, we have got angle B, you will put angle B only, angle C you have got here 65 degree. So put the value of angle C here in this equation. Then you will take 65 on right side to solve. So angle B equals to 180 minus 65, that means 115 degree. So this way we have got all the angles of this figure, angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Now the second question, here we have to take the help of alternate interior angles. Read the question that given here. In the given figure, AB is parallel to DC. That means this line, you can see this line AB is parallel to this line DC. Okay? And this AD is parallel to this BC. Okay? That means opposite sides are parallel in the given quadrilateral. And AC is a diagonal. AC is not just a diagonal. You can see by the diagram that AC is the transversal line also. And it is intersecting these opposite pair of parallel lines. So if first we consider this line only, AB and DC, then it is intersected by this transversal AC. Then we can say that this 35 degree and y degree are alternate pair of interior angles. Alternate interior angles, we can say. So we will say that this y equals to 35 degree. Y equals to 35 degree, we can say that. Okay, and the reason is alternate interior angle. Okay, similarly, when this line AD, you can see that. Okay. You can see this line AD is parallel to BC. Okay, then again this X degree and this 40 degree are alternate interior angle, and this AC is the transversal here. This AC is the transversal. So is X and 40 are alternate interior angle. So this way we will get that X equals to 40 degree. Okay, I hope you have understood this. So the reason here you will give that alternate interior angle. Okay. Next, third number is, in each of the given figures, two lines L and M are cut by a transversal T. So find whether L is parallel to M or not. This line L is parallel to line M or not. That you have to see. Okay. Then how you will do this? You look at here, transversal T is there. This angle, if this angle I am taking that, you suppose that this I am taking Y. So we will say what? Y plus 130 equals to 180 by linear pair, because this transversal is a straight line. So Y, what you will get by solving this equation? Y equals to 180 minus 130. This 130 you will take on right side, then this will come 180 minus 130, that means 50 degree. This is the value of Y. But you see the corresponding pair, 40 degree and this Y degree are corresponding pair of angles, but their values are not same. So by the converse of that theorem, which theorem? The theorem in which a transversal intersects two parallel lines, or when it intersects two lines. Okay, so in that case what we have studied, that if the corresponding angles are equal, then the given lines are parallel. But here Y and 40 degree are not equal, because Y value is 50 degree and its corresponding pair, you can see that corresponding angle is 40 degree. So they are not equal. So you will say these lines L and M are not parallel in this figure. They are looking parallel here, but it is not parallel. Okay. Now next you will see this diagram. Here again I will give this name here. Suppose that this angle I am giving this name. This M is a straight line. So if I am giving it that it is Y, this angle is Y degree. Okay, this I have shown here. So you will say that Y plus 145 equals to 180 degree by linear pair, because M is a straight line and a T transversal it is standing on that. It is just like a ray which is standing on the line M. So you can see the opposite rays are, the non-common arms are opposite to each other, and the t is just working as a common arm here. So the non-common arm are opposite. This is just the non-common arm, one in this side and one in this side. Non-common arms are opposite, so it is a linear pair. So y plus 145 is 180, then you will solve that y equals to 180 minus 145. 180 minus 145. So this will come 35 degree. That you will get 35 degree here you will get. Okay. So y value is, you will say, here what you will get, y value is 35 degree. This angle y is 35 degree. Okay. Then its corresponding, you can see y and 35 are equal. So here the corresponding upside angle, this is also 35 and this is also 35. So that means these two lines L and M are parallel here. Okay, that's fine. Next, this diagram you see now. Here again we will take the help of linear pair here. This angle you see that on this right side of this 60 degree. So these two parts, if I am taking this angle is x degree, so x degree plus 60 degree equals to 180. Why? Because they are linear pair of angles. The line M is a straight line, and when a ray stands on a straight line, then the sum of the adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. This theorem also we are knowing that, so we can use this theorem here, that when a ray stands on a straight line, then sum of the adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. So here x plus 60 is 180, then x equals to 180 minus 60, then you will get what? 120 degree. This 60 you take on right side, so 180 minus 60, that means it is 120 degree. X equals to 120 degree, but at a time you see its corresponding pair. This 125 degree and this x degree are corresponding angles. This x degree, you see that this x degree and this 125 degree are corresponding angles, but they are not equal here. So we can say that these two lines L and M are not parallel. Okay, because the pair of corresponding angles are not equal. Okay, students. Now next we have this also. In the given figure, you see that figure nicely, this diagram. AB is parallel to DC. This diagram, AB is parallel to CD, and CA has been produced to E, so that angle BA is 125 degree. This angle is 125 degree. Then find the value of X, Y and Z. Okay. So find that. First of all, you will say that this 2 or 3 methods here. First you can do this also, that this X and this 125 are forming a linear pair. Then you can say that X plus 125 equals to 180 degree. This you can say. For understanding this statement, you can see that since CAE is a straight line and the ray AB stands on it, it is a statement of linear pair only. Okay. Then in that case, this angle CAB you can see that this angle CAB and EAB, their sum is 180 degree by linear pair of angles. Okay. Then you can find the value of that. After that, easily, this you will say what? X plus 125 equals to 180 degree. Then X you will get 180 minus 125. So X you will get 55 degree. 180 minus 125 means 55 degree. Now next you will see that this X and Z are consecutive interior angles, because these lines AB and CD are parallel lines according to the question. Then this X plus Z is equals to 180 degree. they are consecutive interior angle. So x value just you have got 55 degree. So 55 plus z equals to 180 degree, because 55 degree, this x and z are consecutive interior. So z value you will get what? 180 minus 55. So 180 minus 55 is 125. Okay. Now here also you will do same method, that x is, this angle is also x. You can see that this angle is also x. So x plus y, what you will do? This x plus y is also 180. Okay, and the value of x is 55, just you have got. Value of x is 55. So 55 plus y equals to, again same 180. Then y you will get again 125 degree. 180 minus 55. So this way you can solve such questions where you have to use the consecutive pair of angles, consecutive interior angles, and linear pairing. This z you can find from here also. You see z and 125 are corresponding angles. So this way value of z will be 125, because these lines AB and CD are parallel, then their corresponding z and 125 degree are equal, because they are corresponding. Next, in next class I will explain these topics. Okay, that is triangle. What are triangles? So we can say that triangle is a polygon, means it is a closed figure made up of three edges, that means three sides and two vertices, three vertices and three edges. Here I have shown edge 0, 1, 2, that means three edges, vertex 0, 1 and vertex 2, that means three vertices. So in detail I will explain, then we will study that various types of triangles and their properties. So that's all for today, students. Now you will do homework, exercise 14 complete from chapter number 14, properties of parallel lines, from R.S. Agarwal book. So thank you all of you.